Hello. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the tariff battle that's going on between Canada and Trump after President Trump announced the executive order to impose a 25% tariff on all goods imported into Canada. And the question is, how does that affect the creator economy? Is your coaching business, the digital courses that you're selling, cross-border, are those going to be affected by these new duties and tariffs? So let's jump into that. All right, so before I give you my opinion about all of this, I want to let you know it really is just an opinion. I'm not a lawyer or an accountant, an economist. This is just something that concerns me, being part of the industry. And I work with a lot of coaches, a lot of people who use Kajabi that are coaching or selling digital products, and I know it concerns them. And so I wanted to kind of see what I could find out, and I'm here to share that with you today. So the short answer is no. If you are coaching or selling digital products to people who are cross-border, whether in Canada or US and crossing, vice versa, you're not affected by any of these tariffs or duties that could be imposed, or maybe they are imposed right now. I saw that President Trump announced a postponement or a deferral of these since Canada was willing to consider some strengthening security on their borders. But anyways, if these tariffs do come into place, in my opinion, you are not going to be facing those tariffs selling your goods, selling your digital products or your services or your coaching, cross borders. And there is something I do think that you should consider. Kind of a side effect if you do international business with your business, and so stick around for that. It's kind of interesting and impactful for sure. It's very impactful. But anyways, let's jump in, and I just want to show you why I feel the way that I feel about this. So here on the White House's website, we see the presidential or the executive order of imposing duties to address the flow of illicit drugs across our northern border. And so this is a real interesting read that talks all about illicit drugs and the risks the United States has because of Canada. But here in section 2 is the meat of really what this is all about. And so it says, of this section shall be consistent with law subject to an additional 25% ad valorem rate of duty. Such rate of duty shall apply with respect to the goods entered for consumption. And then it goes on to talk about or withdrawn from warehouses at certain times and this, that, and the other, legals type stuff and whatever. But it really focuses on goods. It doesn't say anything about services. And as I was searching the news about this, I did see that in one specific spot of Canada, there's kind of a niche case where distribution services are going to be affected. But really, I haven't been able to find anything that doesn't specifically say goods entered or exited of the countries. And also, there's just no mention of services here. And so that's why I think that you're safe. All right, so I did spend a bit of time talking with ChatGPT about this, and I know that you can't really trust AI for everything, and that it's not like the ultimate source of information, but it is good at some things. And as I was talking with it, it really did seem to quite clearly express that these tariffs are just about physical goods. So I feel pretty safe myself, and it's my opinion that services like coaching, sale of digital products are not going to be tariffed if the tariffs do come. But I do think there is something to consider, and that is the effect on the currency or the exchange rate between Canada and the United States. As a Canadian and doing business in the United States, this is something that is impactful to my business. And I think that, it's also worth noting as living in the United States and doing your business there, if you have international customers, the impact that the currency and the exchange rate can have. And so if we take a look here, what's this? This is the United States dollar to the Canadian dollar, the exchange rate. And notice just a couple days ago, February 2nd, it peaked at $1.47. That means it takes, that means that $1 American dollar is worth $1.47 Canadian. Now, of course, the bank and whatnot and whatever the credit card or whatnot that you're using will affect that exchange rate. But if we look here, and February 2nd, that is when, that's basically the day. Is that the day? Or is that the day after? That is the day after this executive order came into place. It spiked up, quite a bit as far as currencies go. And so if we come back to, November-ish, when President Trump was elected, it was almost 10 cents less than that. And so as he, anyways, you can see the trend here. And all of last year, it's floating right around $1.35. And then with the idea that these tariffs might come and other implications from Trump's presidency, this exchange has increased quite a bit. The Canadian dollar is devalued against the American dollar. And so not to become like super technical or anything, but if you're selling things in the United States to Canadians, it's a lot more expensive now than it was. And so that is just something to be aware of. Kind of an unforeseen implication of, these actions. Anyways, enough of that. That is my 2 cents on this, and take it for what it's worth. Again, it is just my opinion. And if you are concerned about any of these things, then you should get some professional advice, because I'm not a professional in any of these matters. But I'm glad that you were here to listen. And if any of this helped, for sure, give me a thumbs up or a like or comment below. And you can always go to the White House website and check these things out yourself. So good luck, and I will see you in the next video.